Okay, this is the modded Xbox. Here you have your launch menu, and from here you can access games. These here are all original Xbox games. I think there's about 30 of them. Um, they all work. Here, I'll just launch one to show that it works. So here's an Xbox game, working just fine. Alright, so we'll go back. And then from the launch menu, you can also, here's where you get to your emulators. Now there's emulators here for, there's MAME, which is arcade games. There's Atari 2600. This is DOSBox, Nintendo 64, Genesis, Nintendo, PlayStation 1, Super Nintendo, and Game Boy Advance. But the only ones I have games for are Genesis, Nintendo. I think there's like 8 PlayStation 1 games on here. Super Nintendo is the full, every single game for Super Nintendo, and then a few hundred games for X-Boy Advance. I'll launch Nintendo here so you can see them. Okay, so here's every single game for Nintendo. That's about 700 games. That's a full library of every Nintendo game launched in America. So I'll just launch one here to show you. Looks like the graphics are messed up. Alright, we'll do another one. There we go. Sword Master, I don't even think I ever heard of that one. So it's working. And we'll go out. So each and every one of these games works. And go back. Now I'll show you Super Nintendo. So this is every single game released in North America for the Super Nintendo, and there's like 800 of them again. Let's see, we'll launch one here. So there's that. So all these work. Looking for Street Fighter. Now we'll go look at the Genesis. Now this will play the Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, and it'll also play Sega CD games. So here, I think there's about 700 for this one too. Probably a little less, maybe 500. Okay, next we're going to look at the PlayStation. Now, the PlayStation, it will emulate PlayStation, but it can have a few glitches here and there. Some games might work a little slower. All these here that I have, I think they all work pretty well. I'll load up Symphony of the Night. So this is Castlevania Symphony of the Night for the original PlayStation, playing on the Xbox. And it works great. I've played through this game several times. Now as far as the Nintendo 64, it really doesn't handle that well, so I really wouldn't bother. You could try some games, but it's really not worth it, the hassle. And then this also has XBMC, which is a media center for your Xbox, so you can load your movies, TV shows, or music on here, and then it will set it up in a nice way, you know, a nice library. And it will connect. You can share your Windows directories on your main computer and then stream them over the Xbox to your TV, so you know you don't have to put it directly onto the Xbox. There's that working. I've taken all the movies off of here, so you would have to add your own. But if you wanted, I wouldn't mind throwing movies on there too. So there it is. And get a shot of the Xbox 2 glowing down there, though you probably can't see it. Oh well.